This video will demonstrate the process of installing Scanco Mobility from within Sage 2018 Mobility for Barcode module. On your Sage 2018 menu, navigate to the Mobility for Barcode module, then open the Setup folder and run the Mobility Remote Setup. The first message is marked important to let you know that you must be logged on to your Sage server as a Windows System Administrator to properly complete the installation for the Scanco Mobility service that is being installed. The next screen requires entry of the default company you wish to use for processing data on your wireless devices within Scanco Mobility. The next required entry is for the default warehouse you wish to use. The connected port should remain at 50,000. The next two required entries are for a valid Sage user and password. After clicking Proceed, a message for confirmation that you have entered the correct Sage user and password must be answered by clicking OK. The next process that launches automatically is for installing the Sage 64-bit ODBC driver. You simply click Next, then Install, and then Finish. The next automated installer is for the Scanco Connected service. Click Next, then accept the license agreement, and click Next. Then click Install. Once the service install is completed, you will be presented with the Scanco Connected wizard. Click Next to proceed. Check the boxes for all the companies you wish to perform physical counts on, and then click Next. The wizard will finish the configuration and present the instructions for device usage. You now have 5 licenses for 5 devices and 5 user IDs set up, 001 through 005, all with a password of 123456. If you scroll through the instructions, you will see links to user manuals and the option to print the information on your screen for your records, and a link to launch a browser so you can install Scanco Mobility on your wireless devices from the app stores if you are able to log into your Apple and Android accounts. If you want to install directly on the devices, you will open the App Store and search for Scanco, and then scroll down until you find Mobility. Installation on the device is just as easy as any other App Store app. Once completed, open the app. Once the Scanco Mobility application launches, you'll get connected, and the next thing is you'll see your login button in the lower right hand corner. Once you tap the login button, you'll be presented with your user ID prompt where you can key in 001 through 005. Each device should use a unique ID. At any of these prompts, you are able to scan in data or use an on-screen keyboard. After login, you have your physical count icon right there in the middle. Touch that icon and you'll launch into the physical count application. Your first prompt is your warehouse prompt, so indicate the warehouse that you are currently working on, and then hit the enter button. Next thing is our data collection for our items, and for each item you will need a quantity. When it comes to lot controlled items, we will collect a lot number and a quantity. And as you can see, the data collection is fast and easy, especially when you have a scanning device. For serialized items, you can collect serial numbers in succession. After scanning the first serial number, you'll notice that quantity collected is 1 and then 2, and as you scan, the quantity scan continues to build. If you wish to collect a different item, just simply touch the item prompt with your finger and then move on by collecting items and quantities. Also note that on the menu there is a review section. You can go into review to see the quantities that you've collected for the different items and select an item. Whenever you have made a mistake, it is possible to remove that item. Moving back to the data collection prompt, on the menu, you also will notice that there is a send button. Send is how you indicate that you have completed all the data collection for all your items. During the send process, there is a confirmation message that you are indicating that you are complete with collecting all your data and you're ready to send. After that, there is a confirmation message that the data that you were collecting has been sent into Sage. During the physical count process, you will want to have the Sage Easy Import program running, which is located in the Mobility for Barcode module in the main folder. Each time the user indicates that they're done by pressing the send button on their device, the data will be validated and flow through this Easy Import program and wind up in physical count entry, just as if you'd keyed it in. Once the data is imported, you can review it in physical count entry. Now I currently have 9 lines of entries in my physical count entry. As the users are collecting data, it would probably be best to instruct them to press the send button every 15 minutes or before they go on break, most definitely when they have completed, so that the data does end up in Sage Physical Count. As you can see, once I release information from my device, it floats on into Sage. Now I have 11 lines. The data collected is accumulative. As devices release the data, it's imported into Sage. Once all items have been collected, then you just proceed on with your physical count variance registers as you normally do until you are comfortable with the numbers collected. Then you can perform your update process to have your inventory in sync with your physical inventory in your warehouse.